I would next like to introduce John Kennedy, who is the Managing Director of the Work QC Group. John has directed several companies, including, among others, Healthy Clean, Theatre QC, Healthy Painter, and Work QC, which we'll hear more about. John's assistance to the League has been invaluable, and his firm has been assisting with fundraising, marketing, and the administration of this League. Please welcome John to the stage.
Video?
Video?
I think you're going to show the video now. The video. I'm going to show it here first.
Work QC Group is proud to support the Australian Monarchist League in its mission to preserve the constitutional monarchy. Together, we're working toward a sustainable and thriving future for AML. Our vision and goal, our mission is to strengthen AML via our support services like fundraising, administration, customer service, graphic design, social media, IT, and other technical. Our vision for AML, our goal is to help AML become sustainable for generations to come through growing donations and growing resources to fight Republican campaigns. How are we going to make this vision a reality? Through dedicated fundraising initiatives. Our goal is to lift monthly giving to support full-time paid executive, improve administrative and customer support, and improve digital marketing. Fundraising is our foundation. Our goal is to raise $20,000 per month to support paid executive and advance AML's mission. Meet Danica, our team leader for fundraising. She's a passionate AML advocate, always energetic and bubbly on the phone. Danica is committed to ensuring every supporter's contribution makes a difference.
Hi, my name is Danica, and I'm excited to connect with loyal supporters like you to make a strong and monarchist league strong. Every cause, every conversation, and every donations brings us closer to our goal. Together, we're making a huge difference.
My name is Roger. I'm here to support Australian Monarchist League by connecting loyal supporters and welcoming new ones. Your contributions are vital to keeping the monarchy strong. Together, let's build a lasting legacy for the Australian Monarchist League.
Administrative support. Our team is here to handle the day-to-day administrative and customer support needs of AML, so AML can focus on the bigger picture of government lobbying and media. We can help through managing customer emails and inquiries, organising events, database and records management, and membership management.
Hi, my name is Shai, but don't let my name fool you. We're here to make things happen for AML first.
Digital and technical support into the digital world. We're here to amplify AML's voice through social media advertising, digital marketing, technical support for online platforms, email optimization, website optimization, and graphic design and branding. Meet Manuel, our digital strategist, who leads up.
I am personally committed to preserve constitutional monarchy. With Work QC's resources and a dedicated team, we will do everything we can to ensure the success of Australian Monarchist League's mission. Together, let's safeguard our heritage.
Okay, my name's John Kennedy, so I'm the owner of Work QC Group, and we have an outsourcing business in Australia, Philippines, and Peru. Oh, okay. So we've got an outsourcing business overseas. Can you hear me now? Okay. Okay, so we've got this outsourcing business in Australia, Philippines, and Peru. And we provide fundraising, administrative support and digital services. For other clients we do sales and we do lead generation. We've been doing this for AML for about 6 months. The costs, of course, because I have my business overseas, the costs are much lower. So we split the services we provide for AML to the Philippines and also Peru. In Peru we do all our digital marketing, and from the Philippines we do all of our fundraising. So if you've been called in the last couple of months by Danica and Roger, they're in the Philippines, but all their branding is AML. So their telephone numbers from Australia, their email addresses are all from Australia as well. So I also have a couple more businesses overseas in Australia and New Zealand. I've been a supporter of constitutional monarchy for all my life, and it was only by chance. I was campaigning for Tim James, and I met some of the guys from Queensland from AML, and that's how I joined AML. And then about a year after that, I contacted Philip and see if he needed help with doing fundraising, and then out of that we started doing the administrative support. I originally started as a $50 a month subscriber. Now I'm doing $100 a month, and hopefully in the next couple of months I'll be doing $200 a month. I'm a monthly donor because I appreciate to run any successful political campaign, you need monthly cash flow to pay for an executive and social media campaigns. And AML desperately needs both. It cannot rely upon volunteers alone. If we're serious about stopping a republic, we need to get serious about raising money. Albo has taken the republic off the table for now, but it will be back, and we need to be ready with plenty of resources. Occasionally doing dinners and auctions are important, but we're not going to cut it in the long term. You simply won't survive. And if you can't survive, then Australia will become a republic. Instead, you all need to embrace the idea of monthly giving, $10, $20 or even $100 a month, so that AML has the certainty and the money to run a successful campaign. If you're a student or a pensioner, start small, $10 per month or whatever you can afford. But if we can get an average of 200 people giving $100 per month, then we can have a viable cash flow to beat the republic, and that's about $20,000 a month. Finally, so when you get the call from Danica and Raja from AML's fundraising team, think of monthly donations. I know a lot of you guys give once-off donations, but think of monthly donations. That's what we really need to get the cash flow to keep going. Thank you for your time. Any questions? Any questions?
Any collaboration between what's actually happening here and the people calling.
Okay.
And my example myself was that I paid up for this conference and the dinner tonight. I got 2 calls asking me to, way after this happened, to, pay up and come along.
Right.
And the fact is that should have already been on the records that they have access to.
I totally agree. So I'm not involved in that. I'm not on that sort of level, but I will find out and get that fixed for future issues. Okay. That's it? Oh, you got a question? Okay.
More a comment. I just wanted to thank you sincerely on behalf of the League for taking the initiative and working with our national chairman on this initiative. Funding is vital, and you're right, we can't continue as we are now.
No.
I just wanted to thank you for loaning your expertise and the infrastructure that you already have in place to help support our organisation.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Before you go, John, I'll just ask you one quick one.
Yes.
You're involved in fundraising for Liberal Party as well, as you said.
I am.
We talk a lot about fundraising, but a lot of times people don't know exactly what sort of figures we need to fundraise. So, in your view, if we were in a republic setting, a referendum setting, what sort of cash flow monthly or figures are we talking, just so people can get an idea of
So
how should we operate?
So you need to sort of build it up to 20,000 a month, but ultimately we probably need to build it to a much higher figure, to millions of dollars. And we're at the moment we're very, very low on the fundraising scale. So I think you've got 1,200 people in your organisation. We need to get every one of them to become a monthly donor. Every one of them, even students. I mean, you might start off with $10 a month, but over time, when you get a job, you can increase that to 25, if not 50. So yeah, we're talking millions of dollars. And look, the Republicans are going to have a huge amount of money, and we probably don't need as much money as them, but we still need money to run social media and to do all the marketing. You know, there's a lot to be done. So yeah.
We've got a few more questions over here, John, as well.
Okay.
How much money have you raised in the 6 months, please?
I think we've only raised about $30,000, but it takes time. This is a new initiative for you guys, and it's going to take time to build up. I mean, initially, a lot of you guys were probably shocked to get phone calls from our staff asking you to do donations. So the more we talk about it, the more likely we're going to raise that money, within the next 12 months.
I just wanted to give some context as well on some of the stuff that John's done to help the AML with our social media. So we had an issue recently where we were hacked, and one of our papers, Victorian Anonymous, which is our youth branch in Victoria, suddenly started selling sweatpants to individuals throughout the country. And essentially they were using AML's funds to advertise, to sell these sweatpants on Facebook. And as I'm sure you can expect, there was a number of panicked phone calls between myself and Philip trying to figure out if we weren't selling sweatpants. And once we established that we weren't selling sweatpants, we tried to isolate this issue and sort it out. But yeah, moved on to t-shirts now, but it was John's. But it was John's team who stepped in over the weekend at the 11th hour to assist us in taking control of our Facebook account again and cancelling our cards and removing all the information that the hackers had before too much damage was done. So just to give you an indication, it's more than just fundraising. John does a lot of work for us in other fields as well, and we're incredibly indebted to him for all that he does. So thank you.
Thanks, mate. Thank you. Thank
Are
you.
there any last questions? Alright, we'll head over here. And for the record, they sold 5 sweatpants when we finished the research.
Hot pants.
I'd just like to know how the fundraisers are being paid. Is that coming out of the funds that are raised regularly now?
Yes,
It is.
it is. So how it basically works is that you guys pay for 2 full-time fundraisers. You get half support from Shy, and then and don't forget, you're talking, because they're in the Philippines, you're paying a lot less than you would pay anywhere else. The other thing too is all digital services we do for you are free. So you are getting a pretty good deal. But yes, it is coming out of fundraising. You have to spend money to make money.
So what you're saying is that our fundraising, which has normally been done here in Australia, is now financing overseas workers instead of Australian workers.
No, I never said that. I said we're splitting it between 3 teams: Australia, Australia, Peru, and the Philippines. Yes. So we have Australian workers who are working on this campaign as well. But look, it's just the way of the world. I mean, I've been in the Philippines for 15 years. The thing I admire about the Filipinos is they're very hardworking and they're very entrepreneurial.
I'm not questioning the hard-working Filipinos. I've worked with them before.
Yep.
But I'm questioning more the methodology and the reasons why we're not employing Australians.
Too expensive. Too expensive. Too expensive.
I still would have done some of that.
Well, look, can I tell you something? It's very, very hard to find young people to do this sort of work, and particularly for AML. Sorry? Oh, she'll do it? Okay. Okay. no problems.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Oh, one more question. Okay.
The phone, at the moment, a lot of people of a certain generation, they don't want to be rung up by people
Yep.
at certain times of the day from overseas, selling products.
Yep.
And so an accent on the phone has a bad reputation. How do you think about that?
Okay, well, let me tell you something. Virtually none of our customers, none of our clients in Australia, that's an issue for them. Secondly, there's no, when our staff call up, there's no delay. So sometimes when you get a phone call from overseas, there's a delay. And that delay is because the company is using a dialer. Like if many of you guys...
What we're talking about is the accent from foreign phone calls,
Yep.
especially from certain countries, it's got a bad reputation.
Well...
People, as soon as they hear the accent, they hang up now.
Well, but can I tell you something? There's a lot of Australians who are not white Anglo-Saxons. There's a lot.
I'm not saying there isn't.
So...
Across the board, people are suspicious when they pick up the phone, hear a voice, canvass it.
Well, I don't think that's for the majority of people. I think some people might have that problem, but not... Well, I think most people are not like that. Most people are pretty open to a phone call. Yeah, but if they say they're calling from AML, what's the problem?
If you call up Telstra or anyone like that, it's always someone from overseas.
Absolutely, and don't forget there is plenty of Australians who are from overseas, plenty. So I don't see that as being a big problem. Any more questions?
I'll just make a comment.
Yes.
Your call turned up on my phone and it was probably from Republicans in Telstra. They're my spam call coming in.
So say that again. What was the thing?
Oh, my provider is Telstra.
Yeah.
And when the number came up, it said spam call.
Oh, well, look, all of our phone numbers are in Australia.
I know, but I guess Telstra has a list of...
Yeah, well, we've got about 100 commercial clients in Australia. They all want Australian numbers, and so when you speak to the AML fundraising team, you're calling Sydney numbers.
No, I'm saying when the call came in
From us.
people, it came up as suspected spam.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not sure. It shouldn't. Oh, okay. All right. No problems. Okay, no problems at all. Okay. I'll check it up there.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you.